Hi, welcome to the Fight Edge channel. American heavyweight Deontay Wilder believes that the former absolute world champion in the first heavyweight, Alexander Usyk, is able to achieve success in heavyweight. According to Wilder, it depends only on the Ukrainian boxer, whether he will be able to perform in the Royal division as convincingly as a cruiserweight. WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury believes that mandatory WBO title challenger Alexander Usyk will not be able to defeat WBA, WBO, IBF belt holder Anthony Joshua. The current WBC World Heavyweight Boxing Champion Tyson Fury spoke about the expectations from the fight with the participation of the former absolute world champion in the first heavyweight, Ukrainian Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua, the owner of the WBA, IBF, WBO and IBO heavyweight belts. Earlier, it was reported that the next opponent of Joshua, who broke the fight with Fury, may be Usyk, who is a mandatory contender for the WBO. American first middleweight fighter Erikson Lubin believes that the mandatory challenger for the WBO heavyweight title, Alexander Usyk, will be able to defeat Anthony Joshua due to his technique. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to the channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. American heavyweight Deontay Wilder believes that the former absolute world champion in the first heavyweight, Alexander Usyk, is able to achieve success in heavyweight. According to Wilder, it depends only on the Ukrainian boxer, whether he will be able to perform in the Royal division as convincingly as in the cruiserweight. Every fight is dangerous. You never know how a person's evening will turn out. Can Usyk become a formidable force in the heavyweight division? It all depends on him. What awaits him is what awaits him. Everyone is a danger until proven otherwise, Deontay Wilder said in an interview. Recall that in September, Usyk has to fight against the WBA, WBO, IBF world champion Anthony Joshua. Before that, the Ukrainian managed to compete twice in the heavyweight division. In October 2019, he beat the American Chaz Witherspoon ahead of schedule, and October 2020, he defeated the British Derek Chisora by unanimous decision. WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury believes that mandatory WBO title challenger Alexander Usyk will not be able to defeat Anthony Joshua. I don't believe that Usyk is a heavyweight. I think he is a pumped-up cruiserweight who has a hard time with the heavyweights. In my opinion, Derek Chisora beat Usyk. Alexander definitely had a fight with Chisora, and Joshua is much bigger and stronger than Derek. I think Joshua will pass Usyk. People are trying to spin this fight as scary, but Usyk didn't have the power to stop cruisers like Maurice Brady's or wherever he was fighting. So he won't stop Joshua. He couldn't shake Derek Chisora. Mustache landed his best punch on the chin, but didn't shake it. At least it didn't look like Usyk caused Chisora any damage, Tyson Fury said. Recall that just last week Fury had a completely different assessment of Usyk prospects in the fight with Joshua. The current WBC World Heavyweight Boxing Champion Tyson Fury spoke about the expectations from the fight with the participation of the former absolute world champion in the first heavyweight, Ukrainian Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua, the owner of the WBA, IBF, WBO and IBO heavyweight belts. Earlier it was reported that the next opponent of Joshua, Who broke the fight with Fury? Maybe Usyk, who is a mandatory contender for the WBO. Initially, Fury claims that Usyk was capable of defeating Joshua, but now he has changed his mind. I don't believe that Usyk is a real heavyweight. He's just a pumped-up first heavyweight boxer. I think he will just run over Usyk, he said. American first middleweight fighter Erikson Lubin believes that the mandatory challenger for the WBO heavyweight title Alexander Usyk will be able to defeat the WBA, WBO, IBF title holder Anthony Joshua due to his technique. I think Usyk will beat Joshua. Yes, I think that Usyk will win because he is technical. I don't think Joshua is too technical. He won't be able to see the thrown punches. Usyk is a smaller heavyweight, but he is currently training. It will probably feel in that cup or something. Perhaps this fight will not take place, especially after Eddie Hearn said Joshua could vacate the WBO title. I do not think that the fight will take place, Erikson Lubin said in an interview. Note that the Joshua-Usyk fight is scheduled to take place in September in the United Kingdom. Undefeated British heavyweight Joe Joyce predicts that the winner of the WBA, WBO, IBF titles in his weight, Anthony Joshua, will be able to cope with the former absolute world champion in the first heavyweight division, Alexander Usyk. At the same time, Joshua said that in this pair, the preferred opponent for him is AJ. Usyk will try to steal the victory, will move on his feet, but once he misses a few punches from Joshua, I don't think he can handle it. Yes, I believe Joshua will win, as long as Usyk doesn't avoid him from 12 rounds. Then he can steal the victory. I prefer to fight Anthony Joshua. I want to be the best in the world, so I have to fight the best to be the best. Joshua owns most of the belts, said Joe Joyce. Undefeated British heavyweight Joe Joyce admits that he regrets the failure of the fight for the interim WBO title against Alexander Usyk due to the fact that the Ukrainian got the opportunity to fight with the Anthony Joshua. However, Joyce is confident that the fight against Carlos Takam, which will take place on July 24, will also help him get closer to the title fight. Takam is a great fighter and I want good fights. I consider myself a great fighter and I want to get to the title fight, so it stands in my way. I wish I could fight Usyk, but the journey continues. I'll get my chance sooner or later. You just need to beat Takam and get the best fights. I wasn't 100% sure that the Joshua Fury fight would take place. Of course, Wilder appeared out of nowhere and confused all the cards, Joe Joyce said in an interview. Bob Arum, a promoter of WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, expects that in the third fight with Deontay Wilder, his word will defeat the American even faster than in the rematch, when he needed 7 incomplete rounds. I really expect Fury to win faster than in the last fight. I actually believe it will take Tyson less time than last time to knock out Wilder. I know my fighter, I know what he's thinking, I know what shape he's in. He had a certain anxiety before the previous fight with Wilder. Although I believe that Tyson won most of the rounds in the first fight, but he was on his ass twice and no one expected him to get up after the second knockdown. This is what fighters think about. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.